And in Mexico, voters are headed to the polls this weekend, faced with a choice of continuity or change. The voting is taking place amid a backdrop of violence. Earlier this week, a man running for mayor was shot and killed just yards from his home. Now there is an increased security presence, but tensions are running high. Catholic clergy say they hope the country's new president will address the spike in gang-related violence. Frontrunner Claudia Sheinbaum says that she has met with church leaders to discuss the bloodshed. And for analysis, we turn now to Eduardo Castillo, news director for Latin America for the Associated Press. Eduardo, good to be with you today. Tell us a little bit more about some of the issues that are dominating the headlines in Mexico, and will cartel-related violence be top of mind for voters?
Thank you. Sunday's elections are considered to be historic, mainly because Mexico is likely to elect its first female president. This is going to be the first female president since Mexico became an independent nation 200 years ago. One of the topics during the campaign has been gender, of course, because it's not a minor issue that a woman would be the first female president, especially in a nation considered and known as a macho culture one. But violence, as you mentioned, it's also an important topic, and it's grabbing a lot of attention, especially because during the campaign, dozens of people have been killed, including at least 24 local candidates. Even this week, before the closing of the campaign, one local candidate was killed in a neighboring state of the capital of Mexico City. So that's something key around the campaign, and many people are asking and wondering what's going to happen after the next president is elected.
Eduardo, you mentioned likely winner of this race going to be a woman. Tell us a little bit more about that and the candidates that are running for president.
It's really unusual, and it's more unusual than the two leading candidates are women. Claudia Sheinbaum is the front runner. She's a scientist. She's also a former mayor of Mexico City. She is the candidate of the ruling party Morena. She has been followed on the polls by Xochitl Gálvez. Xochitl is a tech entrepreneur and a former senator, and she is the candidate of a coalition of opposition parties. The third candidate is a man, Javier Maínez, and he's the candidate of a small party, and he's been trying to attract the young vote, but he's not getting a lot of traction. So even before the beginning of the campaign in March, Claudia Sheinbaum has been leading the polls, but Gálvez has been saying that she can still win. We will know more on Sunday in 2 days, of course.
Eduardo, you mentioned some of the issues facing voters there in Mexico. What about abortion? What role is that playing in the election, if at all?
Not at all, to be honest. Neither of the two leading candidates has presented any proposal on abortion. They have only suggested some measures to address violence against women, and especially amid this wave of violence and feminicides in the country, but nothing related to abortion. What I can tell you is that 12 states of the 32 that has Mexico have decriminalized abortion. Most of them in the five past years, more or less. And no matter who wins the election, the next president won't have any direct effect on the abortion legislations. And this is because each state has the autonomy to modify the penal codes. So it's going to be interesting, but again, it won't have any effect.
Eduardo, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. God bless.